you doing, everybody? Welcome to another edition of this channel. I just got something in the mail today. I already opened it. What is it? It's this. Alright, from Acoustic Sounds, guys. Those guys over there at Acoustic Sounds, Chad, Kasim, and their audiophile type stuff made me buy something of theirs again. What are they doing? They're re-releasing essential classics from Atlantic Records for Atlantic Records' 75th anniversary of their label. 75 historic titles, hand-picked and supervised by Analog Production CEO Chad Kasim. They've already released several titles starting last year, and they made the announcement of everything that they were going to be releasing. Nothing really caught my attention. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I mean, nothing really got me excited. They're re-releasing a lot of, Phil Collins stuff. They've re-released stuff by Bad Company. The debut of Crosby, Stills, and Nash's first album. I think I got a couple of those. Genesis, I never got into Genesis. Don't really like Phil Collins. But I was excited when they threw in a title from one of my favorite bands of all time. This band right here. And it's their first album, Core, released in September of 1992. As you can see, my CD collection there, I've got all Stone Temple Pilots albums. STP is a band that I've been following since that year, since 1992. Obviously I've got all my CDs here, seen them live several times. What can I say? Scott Weiland, one of my favorite frontmen of all time. There was just something about him, something about his voice. I always used to get mad when they would compare him to Eddie Vedder, or that whole, dark singing, kind of singing that everybody was doing in, the early 90s. And they would always, lump STP in with the so-called grunge movement and Seattle movement. They weren't a part of that at all, in my opinion. They don't sound like it. Scott, to me, didn't have that voice. Maybe one or two songs sound a little bit like that, but he had a much more gentle voice, a much more angelic voice. Scott and I have something in common. We were both choir nerds in high school. Scott sang in his high school choir. That's where he learned how to harmonize and where he learned melodies and things like that. And that was his contribution to the band. STP, Eric Kretz, Robert and Dean DeLeo, and of course Scott Weiland. Robert and Dean were the main musicians, but Scott wrote the lyrics and the melodies in all those songs. And okay, so here it is. Core, all right? An audiophile release of Core. Here's my original CD. Here's the thing, guys. I said I wasn't going to buy audiophile stuff anymore. But then this got released, all right? And by the way, it looks gorgeous. The jacket. And yeah, it comes on two 245s. So there's going to be a lot of, flipping and exchanging to listen to this one. But I hope it's well worth it. And here's another thing. $60 for this album, guys. Alright? $60 for this audiophile re-release of the 1992 debut of Stone Temple Pilots' Core. Yeah, $60 for one album. I'm here to see if it's worth it, okay? And I'm actually going to play something off of this. I'm going to go listen to it right now and then let you know what I think about how it sounds. Like I said, I'm going to play something. Who cares if I get a copyright strike? So let me play something and enjoy, and then I'll let you know how I think it sounded. And is it worth the $60? All right, here we go. I am smelling like the roses somebody gave me on my birthday deathbed. I am smelling like the roses somebody gave me 'cause I'm dead and blue. Alright, so what can I say? Seriously. I know this is maybe cliche, but I was hoping like this would disappoint me so that I can have like a good review or something, but no, sorry guys, it's gonna be boring. This thing sounds amazing. Okay, amazing. Now, what do I have to compare it to? Nothing really. I mean, except for this. I mean, that's the way I've been hearing it since 1992, or on the radio, or streaming, or live. I don't have an original copy of this from 92. I don't have any of the other reissues that have been coming out. The first time hearing it on a audiophile pressing that's at 45 RPM and taken from the original analog tapes. And yes, believe it. Believe the hype. It sounds amazing. It sounds great. One of the funnest things that I always enjoy hearing an audiophile release is always hearing things you never heard before, okay? There are so many guitars and little things that, you know, I never heard. And then Scott's voice is front and center. I mean, it really does. Here's another cliche term. Sounds like he's in the room. All right, it really did sound like he was in the room. The band, there's a really cool sound stage. You know, it really sounds like they're in a big space. This album was produced by Brendan O'Brien. He went on to produce, my God, Rage Against the Machine and Pearl Jam, Soundgarden. He went on to work with like Bruce Springsteen. He was like the quintessential producer of the 90s in that whole sound. You know, maybe him and Butch Vig or something. But Brendan O'Brien was known for having a big sound stage on his productions. He had them play live a lot. And he was known for having like a loud studio. And this sounds like a loud album. It sounds like a big, live, loud album, even though it's a studio album. And it sounds great, you guys. Sounds really, really cool. And as far as the price goes, look, 60 bucks. If I'm going to go out and buy this on vinyl, I'm either going to get a really shitty re-release that was, you know, taken from some digital source, maybe even from a CD like this, right? Oh, sorry. Like this one. Or I'm going to have to look for an original from 92, and it's either going to be beat up, or if it's in good condition, it's going to cost upwards of $100. So why not get this, okay? And right off the bat, you know, for 2024, this is one of the best purchases I've already made. Can't wait to hear it again. It's like I'm experiencing the album again for the first time. And everything on here sounds great. Plush sounded amazing. Creep sounds great. And it's just a fantastic addition to my collection. Yes, this is definitely one of the coolest things I will buy this year. If you have a chance to hear it, check it out. Does anybody else own any of these 75th anniversary releases from Atlantic Records? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think of STP. Thank you for watching, guys. See you next time.